Hello students, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can write good and effective body paragraphs. So first off, just remember that when we're talking about paragraphs, we are talking about it being a thought unit. You really need to think of it that way. They're not separate sentences, they're all working together to do something. Now what is that something? Well, if you look at an essay, even if it's a 5-paragraph essay, we know that you have the introduction, you have the body paragraphs, which are usually, if it's a 5-paragraph essay, you have the introduction is 1, body paragraphs are 3, so that equals 4, and then the conclusion 5. So if you take the introduction and the conclusion away, it leaves 3 body paragraphs. What's the point of those? Really think for yourself is what is the whole goal of a paragraph? It's not just to convey information, unless you're writing expositorily, but rather it's to support your thesis statement. So every single paragraph needs to work together in order to do that. Think of it like legs of a chair. Each leg of a chair on its own is not sufficient to hold up that chair, but together it can. Same thing with your papers. The body paragraphs need to be working together cohesively. They each need to be a thought unit in order to have a robust and full and accurate and efficient paper. And so when I say that a body paragraph is a thought unit, you want to stick to one main idea that you're trying to prove in that paragraph that supports your thesis statement. Once you start getting into a different idea and you're transitioning, you should really make it a new paragraph. At its base form, a paragraph is a thought unit, but also remember that paragraphs are intended to support. And what are they intended to support? Well, they're intended to support your thesis statement. So 99% of the time, if you do not have a good thesis statement, you are not going to have good body paragraphs. And that is likely because you don't know what you're supporting. If your thesis statement is too vague and generic, then guess what? Your body paragraph is probably going to be all over the place because it's not organized. It all stems from your thesis. So what does this mean though? Ultimately, it means that your paragraphs need to be focused and narrow. It means it needs to be specific to one idea, sometimes two, depending on how you write your topic sentence. Don't stray away into a bunch of different ideas. If a sentence does not support your topic sentence, get rid of it. It doesn't belong. In addition, it needs to be organized. That's what makes a good writer. It's not so much that you have a high vocabulary, though it helps, and it's not so much that you have this ability to write philosophically or really analyze a passage, though that helps. Instead, it's, can you organize ideas? So you need to be focused, you need to be narrow, you need to be organized. But the question becomes, how do you do those things? How can you be focused and narrow, and how can you be organized in your writing? Well, number one, it starts with your topic sentence. If you do not have a strong topic sentence, which should be the first sentence of your paragraph, you are likely going to have an inefficient paragraph. You're not going to have a very good one because you have no plan. Now, secondly, you need to include evidence. In your paragraphs, you're going to have your topic sentence, and then you're going to find some evidence that shows what your topic sentence is talking about and proves it, and then you're going to be, thirdly, analyzing. Now notice the little acronym a lot of teachers like to use is T, right? Which is why I'm sipping some tea there. You have topic sentence, evidence, analysis. That's what should be in a paragraph. Other teachers like to use PI, where you have the point, you have the information, and then you have the explanation of the information. Whatever you want to work is fine, but that's really what makes a full paragraph. And really when you think about it, you're not going to have a full paragraph if you don't do these things. So gone are the days of writing 4 or 5 sentences for a paragraph because a topic sentence is already going to be at least 1 sentence. Your evidence is going to be at least 1 sentence. So that really would only leave 2 or 3 sentences of your own words and of your support and of your analysis, of your explanation. So really we're looking more at the high school level writing 9, 10, 11, 12 sentences plus. Take your grade level. Whatever grade you're in, that's how many sentences you should be writing. So if you're a 9th grader, you should be writing 9 sentences. If you're a 10th grader, you should be writing 10 sentences. But the idea is not the length. The idea is including enough information to have a good argument. So thank you for watching this video. Tune in to the next one where we're going to look at a good example of a student who followed this method very well, and also a negative or not so good example of a student who didn't quite meet the mark for this.